phone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, can you hear me? Telegram, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Sorry that we'll be starting very much early tonight. I'm so sorry for that, but please bear with me. Meanwhile, I want to appreciate you all for bringing out your time to be in this session tonight. We'll be continuing from where we stopped last night, though I will do a brief recap for some of us that are not around yesterday. So you can just pick one or two things while we dive into what we have tonight. So, okay, yesterday we looked at the wrong mindset, wrong mindset for money and some money habits that we must dump right away before 2026. And I did mention some of them when I talked about impulsive buying. I made mention of impulsive buying. That is where you buy things you didn't plan for. You enter a place and it looks as if the items there are calling you, buy me, buy me, buy me, buy me, and you are buying. Meanwhile, this money, you didn't plan to buy those things. Impulsive buying is a terrible financial habit. In fact, I call it financial kwashiorkor. Another terrible money habit is lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation. I said that is when someone, let's say, let me use someone for example. Let's say Chioma is working and is earning, let's say 50,000 naira, and she got promoted, and now she's now earning 250,000 or 300,000. She now feel that I don't arrive. She will now begin to increase her expenditure because her income has increased. Not necessarily because she needs that, but because she just wants to, feel herself that she has been, as one that has begun to earn higher. So she now begins to buy things that she doesn't necessarily need. So such things are lifestyle inflation. It's a terrible money habit that we must not away. The fact that your income increases does not mean that your expenditure must increase. Whether you are a student, you are a parent, the fact that your income is increased doesn't mean that your expenditure should increase. It's a terrible money habit. We call it financial kwashiorkor. Another one is not paying yourself first, which is the golden rule. I talked about that whenever you earn money, the money is yours. But when you begin to use it to buy stuff, you are paying that person. Let's say you enter transport, you are paying the driver, you go to salon, you pay the attendant, all those you are paying them. But if you want to have the right money mindset or right money habit, you must learn to pay yourself first. How do you pay yourself first? By saving and investing. So when the money comes, first money you should remove is your savings. Today we'll be talking more on that tonight. So you must remove your savings first. Don't remove it last, remove it first. Don't save leftover, save first. So the principle is you must pay yourself first before you now begin to spend. So save before you spend. That is the right money habit. I won't be going into all that. I also talked about spending on others and not spending on yourself. Some of us, we are too kind, too generous that we will spend on this one. So they will tell you one touchy story. You say, you spend on them, but you don't spend on yourself. Okay, it is also a terrible money habit, which we say we will dump. Another one I made mention was which one again? Okay, I made mention of saving and not investing. Some of us, we have a lot of money lying down in account. We don't invest and we are afraid. And I said that saving and not investing is also a bad money habit. So as you save, it is also important that you invest, because money multiplies only by investments. All right. So I won't be repeating all that. So today I will be going straight up to what we have tonight, which is day two. It's monitoring and managing money. That's where we'll start. Monitoring and managing money. My emphasis here is saving and building wealth on small income. Building wealth on small income. Let's say that you are not earning much. Your monthly salary is 40K. The only money that, in fact, in a month, the highest you can earn is 40, 50K. How can I build wealth from this small chicken money? Just come with me. Before we continue, meet your instructor again. My name is Lawrence Ifesie. I'm a businessman. I'm a radiographer. I'm a graduate of Wealth Builders Academy. That's where I learned most of the things I'll be teaching you. I'm a stock investor, a crypto enthusiast, and recently I got appointed as one of the Cowrywise ambassadors, graduate ambassadors. I'm a mentor to many, so just know that you are in a safe hand, because you are going to learn a lot tonight. A lot. My book is also open, because there are a lot of things that I will be dishing out, even though it's free, but I want to give out a lot of value tonight. All right, so come with me. Okay, so we will talk about what to learn. What is personal income statement? The need for personal income statement. How to create your own personal income statement. Budgeting that works, and financial multiplication, which is where we will dwell much tonight. Under that financial multiplication, we will not talk about stock investment and all that. So please, if you know anyone that is meant to be here that is not here, our WhatsApp community, we are just 18 people on WhatsApp. Oh, okay. So please, if you are just 19 on WhatsApp, please, if you know that is meant to be here, please share this link. Share it to everyone. Let them join, because a lot of things will be said tonight. I don't want anybody to miss out. Let them join. Let them join. Let them not miss it, even though it's being recorded. But the record is only private to a particular set of persons. All right. Please share. Encourage them to come join the class. Thank you very much. Now, let me tell you what personal income statement is. You know, I'm starting from here. Personal income statement is actually a way. Remember, our topic now is monitoring and managing money. Personal income statement is a way of you tracking your expenditure. Let's say money enters your account, enters your hand, and you don't know how the money went. What did I spend this money on? You cannot account. Meanwhile, you know that you didn't waste it. You didn't go for clubbing or all that. But you can't lay hand, on where you spend this money. That's why we need what we call personal income statement. All right. So it shows your cash inflows and outflows within a specific period of time. It shows your what? Cash inflows and outflows within a specific period of time. I think this year was when, okay, I did it last year, but I became intentional about it this year. It happened that in July, I was drafting my personal income statement. You know how I do it every day. I will write the whole expenses I made. I did that for the first week. Second week, I realized that before third week of July, I've already spent more than my monthly salary. So I went back again. I checked back. I said, okay, wow, this and this and these are things that I've been spending money on. So this statement shows the money that comes in and money that goes out. So it can be positive or negative when you add and subtract. So when you add the cash inflow and cash outflow, it can either be positive or it can be negative. So why do you need this? You need this because it shows where your money is going to. We need this cash personal income statement so that we can know actually what are we spending our money on. what are we wasting our money on? Where is our money actually going to? Now, when you have your personal income statement, it will now help you to now draft your budget. It will help you to now know, okay, I will reduce my spending on here, I will increase this one here, I will reduce this, I will reduce this. Let's say you spend money on buying food outside. It's okay, this time around, I'm going to be cooking my food at home. All right. So that is the need for this personal income. You will know exactly what is eating your money. Some of us, it is data or airtime. Sometimes in a month, you spend 5,000 on airtime, 25,000 on data, or 30,000 on data. By the time you check, it's okay. Since I'm spending 5K on data, it's like I will reduce my airtime expenses. No longer call. I'll just have maybe small airtime for flashing. All my conversation should be on WhatsApp. That is financial wisdom. All right. So this personal income helps you to track your money, to know where your money goes, and it also helps you to build realistic budget. Many people do budgeting out of assumption. If you budget out of assumption, you will end up deceiving yourself. But when you have personal income statement, it will help you to know how to budget and budget in a way that you can actually follow it. All right. Let's move forward, please. I don't want to dwell here much. Our WhatsApp community, we are currently 21. How many are we on Telegram? We are just 13 on Telegram, 18 on Telegram, 21 on WhatsApp. Please, where are others? Let's share this. Let them know that we have started, please. Let's share. Let's know that, we have started. Now, we are budgeting. Please permit me, we will do this the practical later because there are still practical demonstration for this particular, especially this personal income statement. So, budgeting is simply telling you, budgeting is a way of, it's like a plan of how you want your money to be spent. All right. So it's simply telling your money where to go before it starts moving anyhow. Budgeting is like you having a structured plan for your money even before the money comes in. Now, if you're a student, if you're a low income earner, if you're a salary earner, it is very important that you master the art of budgeting. In fact, any money that you don't budget, you don't own. You will end up spending it even before it comes. So, as one that has attended financial clarity master class, you must have a budget. In a month, have a particular budget. In fact, the reason why some of us spend money anyhow is because you don't have a budget. No budget. So this person can call you now and say, Choma, please, can you borrow me? Can you help me with this one? You say, okay, because you have seen the money in your account, you send, yeah. This one will tell you again, please, you send, yeah. At the end of the day, you are lacking. But such habit will stop now, this year. From next year, have a budget for a month. I will spend this amount of money goes to this one goes to this goes to this. So that when someone comes and tells you, please, can you help me with this? Sorry, I don't have such amount to give you now because it's no longer, you didn't budget for that. Please, can we, maybe next time I will, but for now, I've exhausted my budget. Be polite about it. Some of us, we don't know how to say no. We are too emotional. Like, we are too emotional that we can't even say no. Someone that has saving will leave his or her saving and then come and meet you to lend him or her money. And you now, you're not going to touch your own saving to help someone that has savings. That is financial kwashiorkor. And we are going to dump such disease right away. Have budget for all your money. I'll tell you the reason why you need this budgeting. In fact, okay, let's continue. It is deciding in advance how income will be shared between your needs. I believe by now we know what our needs are, right? Some of us don't know the difference between need and want. Your need, at least you cannot survive without. You can't survive without them. For example, your shelter is a need, right? Shelter is a need. Clothing is a need. But sometimes clothing can become a want because some people spend a lot of money on clothing. They have clothes, but they want to, buy more, buy more. That one now is no longer need, it's a want. Then your food is a need, but sometimes food can become a want. Someone will have this, he will still want to go and pack other things that he or she doesn't need. That one is a want. But your basic is something you need right away. All right. You share your income among your needs, your wants, things that is wants are things that are not too bad, but they are necessary to you, maybe at that particular point in time. But it's not of necessity. It's not a must. They're important, but they're not that necessary. All right. Then you should also share your budget among your savings. Once money enters, the first thing you should remove is your savings and investment. Currently, I use a particular formula. So percentage goes to my savings, my investment. This one goes for my tithes and my giving. This one goes to here. At the end of the day, I already know where my money is going to. And no matter how touching any story, the touching story is, I will not touch what I didn't budget. All right. So investments, which we'll see coming to that. And then you also share your budgeting. Please include your responsibilities. Some of us, we have certain responsibilities. Like there are some things, maybe you belong to a society, a club, that you need to pay this, pay that, pay this due, those things are responsibilities. Then including black task. Sorry, it's black tax, not task. Sorry, that's a mistake. It's black tax, TAX. Does anyone know what black tax is? Black tax.
No, sir.
Does anybody know what black tax is? Okay, someone said
No.
she doesn't know what black tax is. All right. Now, black tax is the black there can be replaced with African. It's an entitlement mentality among the African folks, among the Africans, that makes people think that once someone is rich in their family or relative or in a community, they become entitled. They become they now think or assume that such person will now shoulder their responsibilities. They are now entitled as if the person is obligated to help them. That is black tax. So you see the first son or a particular son in the family, once the person graduates and is touching money, the other people are not dependent on him for survival. That is black tax. And this black tax is something that has, in fact, crippled a lot of men, African men. In fact, I'm not a prophet, but some of us, the reason why your parents are where they are today is because of black tax. So, in fact, some persons, your parents, your dad will have maybe been in abroad by now or own estates everywhere, will have blossomed. But what kept him bound was what? Black tax. Because when he was growing, the younger brother was calling him, the younger sister was calling him, this one was calling him, this cousin was calling him, that one was calling him. At the end of the day, he was giving money. Here, this money will come. They will tell him one touching story. He will touch his saving and save that person. Before you know it, 20 years, 30 years have gone. The best he could achieve is to raise you and your siblings. That's why you now, these are eye opener. Please, as much as you can, shut down black tax. I made a post recently on Facebook about black tax, the impact of it to African society. It is terrible. Am I saying that you should not help your relative? No, but please budget it. Please budget it. Let's say, okay, how do I budget it? Every month, I will bring out, let's say, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 100,000, depending on how much you earn. This 100,000 is for black tax. So if my mom calls me and tells me that, I went to hospital and they said that this, and that I should buy drugs, and the drugs is now what, so. Please, can you? I will just go to that 100,000 and maybe bring out 10,000 there or 50,000 and send to mommy. Mommy, take. This is the amount I can give you now. please look for how to augment. When I have more, I will give. That is wisdom. Or sometimes you may say, okay, every month I'll be giving this amount of money to my family so that they should not disturb me. I will just tell them, okay, every month I'll be giving 50,000. People should use it to solve a problem. If anything comes up, please don't call me. Because now I'm still growing. I'm still trying to survive. I'm still trying to grow. I've not become a Dangote. Don't worry, mommy. Very soon I'll become Dangote. When I go to that level, I will build you a house. I will buy you a car. But for now, as I'm growing, mommy, please, people should understand me. This is the amount I can afford. Please make it clear. Don't spend with emotion. Because the same people that are dragging you to give them, after 20 years, if you are still in that level, they will still mock you. They will still say that you are good for nothing. Some will even say that you are cursed. So we say that it's because of the church you are going. This is what I'm telling you from different varieties of experiences. Many people have been crippled because of black tax. And I said that in tonight class, I will emphasize on this very, very well. Okay, let me share the story. Recently, I had this a relative of mine, a cousin actually. He has been in prison for, I think, for like close to 2 years. So from August, September, someone gave him my number and told him that, okay, I've graduated from school, he's not a doctor, he's not doing well, he's working. So somehow, he got my number. I was working that day. Someone called me and said that so and so. I said, yeah, how far now? He said, I'm fine. This, that. I said, what's happening? He said, nah, you know now, I mean, I've been in prison, nothing to eat. So if you can help me, this one. I said, okay, no problem. I sent money to him. He appreciated me. After like 1 week again, he called again. Say this. I sent money again. He said, thank you, he appreciated me. Before I know it, 1 week again, another time he called again. He said that they'll be going for court, that he needs money for his lawyer, this, that. Okay, how much? He said, I said, no, I cannot afford that, but let me just give you the one I can. I gave him again. He appreciated me. Then after that one, the judge came that day. Someone messed up in the court. The judge now sends everybody home. So it happened that his case now will not be adjourned. You know how Nigeria system is now. They go adjourn your case tire. So that money he spent that time gone. That they will not schedule him again for another date. Finally, they scheduled the date. He said that he needs money again to give the lawyer to pick another date. I sent again. Be listening, you know. He called me again and said that the case has been won, that he remained just 30,000 naira now. That he has gathered this, he remained just 30,000 for him to come out from this prison. He said 30,000. I said, but I cannot afford this, but I will give you 15. He said, okay, thank you. I sent again. He finally came out. He came out, he left Anambra, went to Asaba. After 2 days, he called me again and said that since he has been here in Asaba, that he hunger, that he has been eating on credits, that he needs money to do. I told him, bro, I don't have such money. When you were in prison, I was doing the needful because I knew you were in prison. Besides, I checked my Bible. Jesus said we should visit people that are in prison. If you are doing it, we are doing it for them. Now you are out. You are a man. You have to, hide for yourself. He said, anyway, thank you. You have done well for me. Thank you very much. After like 2 weeks again, he called me again, asking for money, even if it's 1,000. I said, sir, I can't. I don't have that money now. There are a lot of things on my neck. Do you know, since that time till now, he hasn't called again. In fact, Christmas time, no happy Christmas, nothing. That is the danger of black. Had even I continued again, he has become entitled that, okay, since my cousin is a doctor, it's not time for me to enjoy. And then I will be kept in that captivity. Why am I saying this? Please do everything possible to make sure that you are not in that bondage, in that prison called black tax. Many people have been here. I think I've emphasized that enough. So budgeting, according to a research by NEP in 2023, 80% of Nigerian workers go broke before they receive their next salary. Some persons are in that shoe. Maybe some of you are listening to me. Before half month, you have finished your salary and you are borrowing. It's a terrible money habit. That's why you need what? Budgeting. So if you don't learn to budget, you are budgeting to be broke. Yes. If you don't learn to budget, you are actually budgeting to be broke. Let me give you the difference between personal income statement and budget. Budget is futuristic. It's like a plan of how you spend your money. While personal income statement is a show. It's a proof of how you spent your money. So budgeting is futuristic, while personal income statement is what is in the past. That's why at the end of the month, by the first day of the new month, your bank will send you your bank statement. That is personal income statement. All right. So for you to actually have track of this very well, please download your bank statement from all your banks. I know that we have some millionaires here and billionaires here. Some have up to 10 bank accounts. Right? Download all your bank statements and see where your money is going. Find out, okay, how you spent your money, how much entered and how much left. Then use it to now develop your own personal income statement. You can write manually. I used to write my own manually. There's also some apps you can use. Apps like, I think, Sprouts. Sprouts is a Play Store. You can use it to get, arrange your personal income statement. Meanwhile, I also have a software here, but that one is only for those in the paid class. All right. Okay. Let me check my time to see if it's already 7:30. Okay, please, can you permit me? Let's do this financial multiplication. Maybe when we are done and there is still time, we can now come back to do a little practical on personal income statement and maybe budgeting. So because this financial multiplication is the bulk of this masterclass, I've already talked about how to manage your money and how to monitor your money, which is actually through budgeting, personal income statements. This helps you. Personal income helps you to monitor it. Budget helps you to manage. Saving helps you to manage. Now let's talk about financial multiplication. Financial multiplication. Thank you, Jesus. As we delve into this, Lord, help us open our eyes again. I'm tempted to start reading scriptures because when God created heaven and earth, after he made man, he said, be fruitful and multiply. So I want you to know that when God talks about you should be fruitful and multiply, just know that your finances are part of it. In fact, he was looking at your finance when he said, be fruitful and do what? Multiply. As you are claiming that scripture, please also put your finances, your bank account in that light. All right. So when God said, be fruitful and multiply, my bank account is one of them. So multiplication actually simply means when your money begins to grow and produce more money and more money and more money without corresponding efforts. All right. When the money you have grows, it then grows again. It grows again without effort. For example, when you plant a seed of corn on the ground, it's just one. But by the time you get the harvest, you now have a full corn, right? And in that corn, you may have up to 100 seeds. Now, when you now take that 100 seeds and plant it again, each of them will not give you 100 seeds again. That is multiplication. All right. That is multiplication. So when we talk about partial multiplication, it means that I will have money and then I will reinvest it. That money brings us another money. I will reinvest again. So and so and so and so. It keeps growing. That is multiplication. That's why in the scriptures, when you check, you find that the minimum amount of streams of income we are meant to have is actually 7. He said invest in what? 7. That is an idea of what? Financial multiplication. You cannot, in fact, he said invest, meaning that you have to have 7 streams of investment. This is not scripture. This is not Bible study. But you are meant to have at least 7 investment streams. that are still multiplying. All right. So please let it be established in your mind that when God says, those are what is happening. All right, please, my WhatsApp friends, please, can you mute yourselves? Can you mute yourself, please? Please, please, please. I don't want us to be slowed down in this class. Please mute yourself, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is it okay now? All right. So sorry for that interruption. So let me. Okay. So let me just give you a few facts about financial multiplication. Now, I wrote here financial multiplication is answerable to your understanding of money. To your understanding of money. Okay, let me paint a picture, right? You know, when husband and a wife, or when a man and a woman gets married, right? They become husband and wife. Now, they begin to produce children, right? Now, this is where I want to paint a picture of multiplication because, you know, God says they should be fruitful and they should multiply. Now, when they give birth to a child, that is fruitfulness. They are bearing fruit. When they give birth to children, that is fruitfulness. Now, when those children all get married and give birth to children, that has become, it's already multiplication. Now, let me come back. When you earn money, let's say salary, that one is more like it's your first line of earning, of income. That is not where we used to do the remake. We don't use that one to do enjoyment. What you should be thinking of, where should I put this money now so that I will make more money? From my understanding, I said that our relationship with money should be like that of husband and a wife. You must learn to understand money. Like you will have money, understand it, treat money like power money with okay. That is the last key here. Pamper it like a wife, right? It is to the degree at which you understand and pamper money. That is to the degree at which money will actually bear fruit in your hand and multiplies. Some of us, we are very terrible in handling money. That is why I mentioned those habits that we must dump. The reason why money doesn't stay in our hand because of our carelessness in handling it. Like the way we handle it, we don't have any respect for it. That's why it doesn't stay. But thank God that you are in this class, and yesterday we talked very much about those terrible money habits. If you go and if you dump them and practice this, as I'm telling you, you will come back with many testimonies. I assure you. So our relationship with money must be like that of husband and a wife. If we must multiply money, money multiplies when it falls in the hand of those that understand, tend it, pamper it, nurture it, and grow it. That is where it multiplies. Just like when a man marries his wife, he pampers her, treats her well, and then have intimacy with her. Then the next thing you see is what? Fruitfulness. Now, when there is fruit, what then happens? He nurtures the fruit again, they grow. By the time they get married, the man is multiplying. It's the same way money works. It means that when I have money now, I will save it, I will invest it. When that money comes again, I will keep on reinvesting and reinvesting until it multiplies. So as I'm taking of this one, I'm taking of this. Okay, where should I put this money now so that it will grow? Where should I put this money now so that it should grow? That is what my mind should be going on. Okay, now I have more money. That does not mean more expenses. No, it means more reason for investment. I know you must have had this statement. That money they use to find money. It's true. You use money again to get more money. So that is the kind of mindset you must have. If you must enter where you should say that, okay, that your money, you are in financial multiplication. And I'm going to tell you that the essence of financial multiplication is so that you will have dominion. When God says that you should be fruitful and multiply, the end product of that was or is let them have dominion. He said, be fruitful. He said, be multiply. And then he said, fill the whole earth or replenish the whole earth. He says, subdue. At the end of the day, these four things, at the end of the day, you have dominion. People that we hear their name today, those people they are not just multiplied, they are in financial dominion. Yes, actual dominion. Whereby you cannot influence people, you can have impact on you can shift culture. That is financial dominion. But it begins from you being fruit first. Learning to save, learning to invest, learning to cut down on your expenses, learning to pay yourself first, learning to do all those things I've taught you. Then money will not know that, okay, this person loves me. And can I shock you? No matter how you are excited with your wife, you can never give her out to someone else. Can you? Come on, talk to me. Can you? Can you give your wife out? No matter how maybe she's very beautiful and you're excited with her, you say, honey, you are very beautiful because you are very beautiful. Let me give you to Mr. Rizzi. No, you can't because it's your wife. You get her with all jealousy. That is the way you must treat money. No matter how you are excited, some of us, when you're excited with money, you start spending. You just enter one place, you can let everybody know that money. Some of you, once there's a lot like this, everybody around you know. And to tell you that they know that you are foolish, this I will tell you, buy me this thing now, and you are buying. Financial kwashiorkor. You are buying. At the end of the day, by the time maybe you have spent everything and it's not remaining small, you will now come out to your senses and you're now back to your default mode. As if there was a factory resetting. Terrible financial habits. Don't spend out of excitement. The more you are excited about it, the more you should pamper it, keep it, guide it with all jealousy. Let them say that you are stingy. Let them thank you. After all, what's his name? Peter Obi. They say that he's stingy. He's this one. He's that one. That is, he understands financial intelligence. He knows how money works. He doesn't throw out money anyhow. All right? So you must have that mindset too. The more money you have does not change the way you feel. Let me give you an instance again. There is this very wealthy man in Southeast, Cosmos Maduka. Recently, one celebrity, one boy came out and said that he's richer than Cosmos Maduka. People were saying, I saw some people online, some small children online saying that chief priest is richer than this age. They were just because of how he was showing off. But the man did not respond. He didn't respond. I know if some of us now, we want to prove a point by maybe going to one place and do one philanthropy to show them that I get money. But I love the way the man responded. Just because I do follow him, and I will also advise people to follow him online, Cosmos Maduka. Just recently, last week or last 2 weeks, we saw that we just announced went into partnership with Abia State government to supply electric vehicles. That is how we investment. We don't respond to such by spending. We respond by investing more, making more money. That is financial wisdom. All right. So financial multiplication is answerable to your understanding of money. Yeah, money multiplies when planted in a friendly environment. Even though that we are talking about investment, not every investment can actually multiply. Some persons now, they will tell you that you should bring 20,000 naira and get 80,000 naira after 3 days. That one is calm. Your money will just go in holiness. It will go without any no double talk. Then the next one is the rate of multiplication depends on your instrument. Now, this instrument, someone that is going with bicycle and someone that is going with flight, they are not the same. It is important to know where you are putting your money into. The vehicle, the instrument you are using, if you are investing in this sector, there are some sectors that are fast growing sector. When your money goes in there, the rate out it may multiply faster than when you put it in different place. Some persons, they put their money where it will never grow. You must understand this investment stuff and know the right vehicle and instrument to use. Well, that one will still be dealt with very soon. All right. Okay. Let's proceed. So in financial multiplication, we try to eliminate one factor, energy or effort. In multiplication, we eliminate what? Once that your effort is still there, your energy is still there, it's not yet multiplication. It's still addition. You are still, because you are still spending energy, you are still spending effort. So I told us yesterday, in all you're doing, come to a point where money works for you. That state where money works for you is investment, is financial multiplication. Your energy is no longer needed. It's just time, all right, and people working for you. Let's proceed. Okay. I wrote here different means money comes, because someone says, what do you mean? Does it mean that it is only through investment that money multiplies? Actually, yes. It multiplies through investment and compounding, power of compounding, which we did yesterday. So, but we have different means whereby money comes. This one is just for those that have been asking me, okay, I don't have anything I'm doing. What should I do now to not make money? Although this course or this curriculum is not for those that want to make money, but there is those of us that are in my inner circle, we have, like, there are a lot of things we'll be sharing, ideas, different business ideas that you can start even without any capital. We'll say come to that. So different means where money comes. Money can come through salary. We know that one. You are working somewhere, they pay you. Through your skill. Yes, please, through skill, very, very important. Which I advise anybody that wants to actually make money, please, as much as possible, get a skill. And don't just get a skill, please get skills and be efficient and competent in them. 2-3 skills, enough. Or even if it's one skill, make sure that you are very perfect in it, grow in it, expand in it. Then you can also make money through referrals. There's some person that they don't do anything. Their only is, do you say anything? Yes, I'm selling. Meanwhile, they're not selling, how much? Hold on. They will not go and meet someone, get the price, add their own, and then take the commission. That is referral. You don't even need any capital to start that. For someone now that's asking me, okay, which business should I do? I've given you one idea now, even though that this will have been for those in paid class, but welcome to the class with Lawrence. So I've given you one tip now. Some people call it drop shipping. You can see your friends that do businesses. You can repost their business. Please, those of us on WhatsApp, please mute yourself, please. WhatsApp people, don't be please. Can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. Thank you. So referral, you post your friend's business, right? You post the business, and then someone indicates interest. Please, start, move yourself. Start, move yourself. All right. Please, can you? All right, thank you. So then you report the business and then get your commission. That is referral. You can start that, no capital. All you just need is just be reposting. All right. Then the next one is business. There are businesses. In fact, money comes through business. Business is one way again that money can come in large quantity. And one thing about business is business can become investment if you are no longer involved in the day-to-day running of the business. it becomes what? Investment. I think I explained it in the next slide. Then side hustle. You can start a side hustle. Small things you can be doing. Just little stuff. In the environment where you are, get something doing. Well, in the advanced class, we'll talk more about it. Then loan. Money come through loan. I said it yesterday. Even though you are taking loan, don't take loan to fund a lifestyle. You can only take loan when there is a business in view, when there is a motivation in view. You can use it to make more money. Yes, it's allowed, but to use it for your personal feeding or expenses, we don't take loan to spend. It is financial kwashiorkor, financial disaster. We don't do that here. Then will, you can also get money through will, through inheritance and all that. The father is dying, he will some things to the person, the person will suddenly become rich. All right. So I wrote here, financial multiplication occurs through investment. If your effort is still needed for that money to come, it is not yet multiplication. It's still business. If you still have to put in some effort, do this, make some call for them to come, it's still not multiplication. It's still a business, but that one too is also okay. So as you build business, also build system. When you build a system that works without you being there, then you are good to go. Because the intention is that you will eliminate that factor or time, the time factor. Sorry, the energy factor, your own energy, your own efforts. All right. Please, if you have questions, be gathering your question because I will try. Wow. Places to invest. Hope you are getting something so far. Huh? Stephanie, can you mute yourself on WhatsApp, please? All right. All right. So let's look at places to invest in. This is meant to be in the advanced class, but let me just scratch it a little bit here. I may not mention, I may not go into details in many of them, but let me emphasize on some. Number one place to invest in, I know you must have heard of it, is in yourself. I think I even wrote some stuff down in my jotter. Yeah, I wrote some stuff down too. But let's start. Invest in yourself. I know that some of us will be saying, just give me money first. If the money come now, I know what I'm going to use and do. No, don't assume. First of all, invest in yourself. In fact, if you have invested in yourself enough, the money will come. How do I invest in myself? First of all, get skills. Yes, acquire skills. There are many skills you can get. There are tech skills, a lot of them. Both the digital skills, the manual skill, but get skilled. Get skilled. One. Get knowledge. Give yourself to learning. Yesterday I said on it. Give yourself to learning. Let me tell you something. Don't assume that you know this about money. Bring out time to study money. Read financial books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos. Renew your mind on when it comes to finances. And then, if you know where you want to invest in, where you want to venture into, any industry, any business you want to go in, please take out time to study around that business very well. Let's say you want to go into what should I say now? Let's say you want to go into fashion business. Learn about it. In fact, make your researches. Which fashion business has done well in the past? What? Learn everything they have done. Be abreast. Sorry. Be equipped with knowledge. I'm telling you this now because I made this mistake in 2020. I had money. I thought that once you have money like this, you can invest. So in 2020, I had some amount of money. I made what I will call a financial mistake. I got money. I sold my crypto, and then went to build a poultry farm at home in the village for my sister to manage, using the ideology that, okay, when we were small, we used to train goats, train chicken, go to farm. So we built the poultry farm, bought the chicken, put there, bought feed. I was spending money, a lot of money. Do you know that in less than 1 year, everything crashed? In fact, I didn't even bring out not one kobo from that investment. Why? No knowledge. I worked based on assumption. I wasted the money, the whole money gone. In fact, rain fell one day, the fence fell on the poultry farm, scattered the poultry, some chicken even died. I lost everything. Don't make that mistake. Before you enter any industry, please give yourself knowledge, study, and then be exposed to it. I think I will give an insight now. You can write this down because this one now is not in my curriculum. In case you are writing, write this down. There are 3 you must give yourself into if you must enter into financial dominion. 3 sheep. If you must excel well financially, you must give yourself to these 3 sheep, at least 2 of them anyway. Number 1 is, I'm under this knowledge, the way under this knowledge now. Number 1 is apprenticeship. If you want to do well in any business, in any field, please give yourself to apprenticeship. What's an apprenticeship? You now, okay, since you have known that I want to start a fashion business, and now go to a particular company or someone that does fashion business, and I say, man, okay, can I offer to learn under your tutelage, maybe for 6 months, for 1 year? You are doing apprenticeship. You know, in Southeast Nigeria, people are known for that apprenticeship, whereby they will call someone, you know, they will learn business. After 6 years, 7 years, they will settle the person, right? That, in fact, is an old time tradition and a religion in Southeast, and that is why when you come, a lot of them are wealthy. That same pattern has not yet changed. Okay, do apprenticeship. Let's say that you want to start media business. Go to a media house, offer to do apprentice to do them. As you are doing the apprentice, be learning. You'll be exposed how the work is being done. Okay, I will serve you for 6 years, or sorry, 6 months, 3 months, like that. You must give yourself to apprenticeship so that you'll be exposed. That particular knowledge, you will know how to do it. They will show you how. Second one is internship. Sometimes you can go for internship somewhere. They may pay you. Yes, that's the difference actually. During internship, maybe 3 months, you can be paid. But don't focus on the money you are receiving, the knowledge you are gathering, because with that knowledge, you can build your own. Yesterday, I was watching a particular man of God online. So he said that one of his friends, a lady, was working in a particular company. So it happened that they were changing her from this department to this department, from here to here. They will be swapping her after maybe 3, 4 months, 1 year. They will change her again. They were just changing her, different department. And the reason why they were doing that was because they were training her to become a management staff, right? So it happened that at some point, you know, some departments, they will pay you less, some they will pay you more. So at some point, she was in one department. She then told the boss, sir, you haven't sent me to this department. And that department she was talking about is the lowest, like the one that, you know, the lowest, cheapest, the one that you receive salary. And the person was like, why would she be saying that now? And the boss was like, stop, you know, he's a businessman now, so it means that he doesn't need to increase her salary. So he took her to that particular department that is lowest. Now, this lady was not sharing to the pastor that she was taken to that department. And person was like, "Is that not demotion? Why will you?" She said, "No, no, no. That she's doing that because she wants to start her own business. So even though she was working there, but she wants to be exposed to every department there, so that by the time she comes out to start her own business, she will know what to do. Make no mistake about that. You cannot do less of what you are exposed to. Don't just have the head knowledge. Be in the doing. Be in the working. Be shown. All right. So you must be exposed to it. Do it. You will feel it. That's second level internship. Then okay, let me even tell you. I learned that the owner, this guy that develops what's his name? TikTok. I've forgotten his name. Was once a worker under Meta, Facebook. He did internship with Meta, and from there, before you know it, he gathered the skill, gathered the exposure. He created something that is not a direct competitor to his master. That is what this knowledge exposure can give you. So, second way to make it easily. In fact, this one is the shortcut. In case you are looking for shortcuts, I've given you one: apprenticeship. Once you know what you want to do, go there, learn it, and see how it's. Second one is internship. Volunteer to work, even though the money is for receiving like that, but the main thing is this way. Then third one, which is very, very important, is mentorship. These three ship, as long as it pertains to money, success in life, you need mentorship. Who is your mentor? We stand on the shoulders of our mentors, because even though you get everything, at the end of the day, there are some rooms you will not enter if you don't have the right mentor. You need to be mentored. Sometimes you may have issues in business. Your mentor may be that hand that will lift you up. Sometimes you may be confused. Your mentor will guide you. Just like now that we are opening a mentorship forum, it's a very good way to start. All right. See, I have delivered a whole lot of knowledge just in investing in yourself. Now, why do I need to invest in myself? Okay, I've talked about exposure. Okay, courses, take online courses. We have Udemy, you have Coursera. Yeah, take online courses. Get those certifications. Okay. Sometimes there are some rooms you will enter by just certification. I know that you have the knowledge, you have the exposure, but sometimes still get certifications. That one is just evidence. All right. Now by learning high income skill. Don't just learn skill. These days there's some skill they call high income skill. Software engineering, example. There are other ones. I will still list them later on, maybe in the inner circle. So investing in yourself will give you the highest return of investment early. Start now. Don't just invest in yourself. Be valuable. When you invest in yourself, you become valuable. All right. I repeat. When you invest in yourself, you become what? Valuable. You don't just give value, but you yourself, you are the value people are looking for. And can I shock you? Write this down. When you become a person of value, and you receive gifts from people, they see it as a privilege. But when you are someone of less value and you receive gifts from people, they see you as a less privilege. Think about it. It's not an insult, but just think about it. Because sometimes you'll be like, okay, that this person, is it because he give me this? That's why he's so. No, it's all about value. When you're a person of value, people will be happy to give you stuff. I know this one like I know my name. But when you are of less value, when they give like this, it will look as if it's even irritating them. So please strive to be person of value by what? Investing in yourself. If you increase your earning power, every other investment becomes easier. Yes. When you are becoming a person of value and you now earn more, you can easily invest in other stuff. So first of all, pay attention in investing in yourself. Oh my God, we have spent 1 hour. I will skip. Another place to invest in is businesses. Of course, we know this one. You can invest in your business or in other people's business. Yes. Because, okay, I like what the person is doing. I think I will have to, let me give this money. When the profit comes, we share it. That is how to invest in people's business. Or you can start your own business. All right. For example, I have mine. I can also invest in other people's what? business. So you can start small, and please don't start big. Start small. Start small. All right. Start small. So that when you make your mistake, you will learn it. When you are falling, the rate of fall will be small. When you jump from a chair down, you will not break leg. But when you climb 2-story building and jump from there, it will be fatal. So start what? Small. Then you learn along the way. This one requires knowledge and accountability. That's why you also need what? Mentorship, all right? Apprenticeship, and of course, internship. Let me run so that we'll go into stock investing. Aha! Can you all still hear me? Can we still hear me? Are we tired?
Can still hear you, sir.
Or should we go on break?
No, continue.
All right. Let's continue though. The class is being recorded, so later on you can still catch up. All right. So we have stock and equities. I think there should be a place where I explain all this thing more. Now, what is a stock? Stock is like okay, a company is running a business and they don't have enough money to fund that business. So they now come to the public and say, okay, we want to make you to be part owner of this business. So buy a part of our company. Okay, buy a part of our company, be part owner of our company, so that we will use your money to run this business, all right? I will not give you a share in this company. So that particular fraction of share of a company you own is called stock. Now, when you buy a share in a particular company, you have become a shareholder. So stock is just a part ownership of a company. That's the stock. And that's a slide where I discuss much about it. So if the company grows, you grow. Okay? And two ways we earn in stock is through dividends and capital appreciation. Let me rush so that I will still talk about that. Let me rush. Okay, another person to invest is mutual fund. For those of us in paid class, we'll talk about this one because I love this one. In fact, this year I invested in a mutual fund and I'm very, very happy that I invest in a mutual fund. This one is like professionals that invest in different, they put money in different investments. All right, so they manage those portfolio. Now they will now come and then say, okay, bring this money. We will put your money in those investments, then we'll guarantee you safety. So it's more like a managed form of investment that to ensure that you don't lose your money. That's why I love this one so much. The risk is very, 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 very low. And sometimes, there's a moderate returns. So that is mutual funds. There are still different kinds of them. We have the money market one. We have, there are still many. ADF, the ADF, we have the ADF, the APF, the ARM. These ones are the money market mutual fund. That one, don't worry. We'll see. Go into details later on. Let me rush to okay, we have the fixed income investment. This one still, all of them are still under similar thing. In stock class, we'll be deeper in it. We have the treasury bills, we have the bonds, we have the commercial papers. These ones, they are very, very in fact, it's as if there's no risk. All right, commercial papers, no risk. They will give you your interest, although the interest is very low, but at least it's some. For example, there's a one that if they'll tell you to bring 5 million, after 1 year you get extra 500,000. That is 10%. Okay, you see, it's very low, but then it's something after a year, and you are sure of it. No story. Okay, we'll see discuss. There videos on these ones later on. Then other places to invest in, yes, real estate. As you grow, as your earning capacity increases, please make sure you have landed property. Make sure you invest in real estate. There are many real estate companies. So, although this one, we'll still talk more on this later on. I'm trying to see how, let me get to the place. Okay, agriculture. Okay. We have digital assets, we have the crypto, we have the NFT, we have all those stuff, gift card, all those stuff. We know those things. We will still talk more on this later on in our advanced class. Okay, let me talk on this one again. People, sorry that I'm rushing. I'm trying to meet up at highest 1 hour 30 minutes. We are done. I noticed that some persons are leaving already. So let me not bore you so much. Investing in people. You know, after investing in yourself, the next investment you should make, or you should be making as you're investing in yourself, please be investing in people. This one also have highest return of investment. It pays. I don't know how to put this thing for you very well so you understand it. See, take everybody that comes around you serious. Be intentional about it. Some people are nasty. Some are wicked. Some are this, some are that. Some will betray you. Yes. But take them serious. Don't write anybody off. 3 ways to invest in people. Number 1 is build a social media presence. Join communities. Now, in case you are in this class and you don't have anything you are doing, let me show you what you should start doing now. At least start writing. Start writing and be posting, whether in LinkedIn, on Facebook. Be consistent with it. Start building a social media presence. You know, if you go online, you see people doing different things, and you think that they're wasting their time. Some of them know what they're doing. They are building online presence. Now, why should I build online presence? The truth is that even though you don't have anything to sell, but you are building what they call loyalty of men. Time will come whereby you have people that are loyal to you. Then maybe by then you not have business. Anything you sell to them, they will buy. Let me give you an instance. Let's take this man, for example, VDM. When he began, what was he selling? He was just doing some stuff, doing some things, doing as if he's fighting for justice now. But do you know, all those things put together, summarize is one thing. He has gotten loyalty of men. He has gotten the favor of men. That's why recently he went to China, bought some goods. That one, I'm making secret too. He did what we call white label. That is another way of making money again. White label. He made those companies and then told them, put my logo, put my brand name on these things. He now shipped those things down and he's now selling it because he has the followers, millions of people. Even if he's making 2,000 naira gain in that he's selling, he's making a lot of money. That is what you enjoy when you have online presence. I know that maybe in your church, your fellowships, they have told you that once you start coming online, you have left the secret place. You are no longer in Adulam. Yeah. I'm saying what? That is a witchcraft in disguise. Because after I read my Bible, I found out that Jesus said that you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, meaning that there's no plan for you to be hid. Please start building online presence, but do not be obsessed with it. Once you are online, let it be that you are there to do something. Make sure you are giving out value. If you can be dropping video content, be dropping it. Be giving out value. If you don't know what to do, the area to go, don't worry. My DM is open. I can guide you on that. That's why we are here. But make sure that you are doing something. Start investing in social media presence. Build it. Join communities. Sometimes there's a community here you join. Just like we are in a WhatsApp group chat. I saw some places, even the group chat. I'm not saying anything. If you are wise, don't leave. Stay there. Sometimes you may have something to share, to post. You may send it to me, okay, I will post it for you. Start building that communities. Number next, invest in strategic relationship. When you see people that are of honor, of high stature, of value, do everything possible to keep them. Personally, I advise invest in everybody, value everybody, because you don't know who will help you tomorrow. I'm not saying you should start dining and eating with everybody, no, but to respect them. Even if you don't like the person, have your reservation, but don't show it to them. Let them feel loved around you. Let them feel encouraged by you. Sometimes tell them that you believe in them. Invest in strategic relationships. During their birthdays, wish them. During Christmas, wish them. New Year, wish them. Tell them how much you value them. You are investing in them. One day, they'll just be in a room where they need something. They'll just remember this person. And mention your name. I won't tell you how much I have benefited by this thing they call strategic relationship. I'm telling you, a lot. Only one person can give you millions. One person that you have invested in, that you have honored. Next one, if you have what it takes to assist someone who is needing, please do so. You don't need money to do that, but please be an encourager. When someone is in need, be that person. You are investing in that person by so doing. Remember the story of Joseph. Remember when he was in prison? Bible says something. He said, and Joseph prospered in the prison. I was trying to wonder, Joseph prospered in the prison. Which business was he doing there that he was that he said that he prospered? If it was now, we say maybe he smuggled for his side, so he's trading crypto or forex. That's making to. But he was not. But Bible said that he prospered in the prison. Later on, I found out. Remember when he interpreted those dreams for those two guys? Now, their face was, one person, the face was, sad. And just checking up, guy, now, why your face be like this? Smile. And the person was like, no, that this thing is bothering me. And he offered to care, to show that compassion, to show that care. And we know the rest of the story. Yes, some persons will forget. I know how many persons that I have helped in this life, they forgot. And that didn't stop me from helping. Because only one person that remembers will still give you that joy. And I will tell you, many people have remembered too. Because you help this person and they will grow and they forget about you. And people have forgotten, people are still remembering. So keep investing in people. That guy, he forgot Joseph. After 2 years, he still remembered. All right? So invest in people. Let me not stretch it again. Then last one, but not the least, I wrote it here. Some persons may have their reservation, but please invest in the kingdom. In the kingdom. Was it Jesus that said that your treasure, we should store our treasure where? In heaven, where there is no moth or thieves. Yes, please invest in the kingdom. You are in a church, you are in this, you are in that. Have a budget for them. I'm not saying you should start when they wine you in the church, you give money. There was one time I went for a crossover night, and the preacher was saying to go and sow seed, bring sacrifice. People that will give God 100K, that your new year will be this, your new year will be that. I just sat where I sat. I was just watching the preacher. He said this, call 50,000, call 30,000, call 20, call 5, call 2K, call 1K, call 500. I didn't shift. Does that mean that I'm not investing in kingdom? No. For example, this year, I have a particular account. When money comes, I put this one money here. So that in case there is a project that I will need to support, or I will go there, bring out the money and give. Maybe there is a mission, there's a crusade, there is someone in need. I just go there, bring out the money, and give. This kingdom investment ensures security. Yes, it ensures what? Security of your money. At least I don't spend money in some careless things. There's never been a need in my life this year that I will now have emergency in the hospital that all my money will go. At least I'm thanking God for for that. So invest in the kingdom and be given to charity. Yes. Sometimes visit the orphanage home, give to the poor, have plan for them. As you are planning your budgeting, your investment, please put this one, even if it's 5% that you are giving to this. Bill Gates does that a lot. All these rich men, they do it. In fact, all, I'm not saying some, all, they are giving to charity. They have where they are giving back to the public. They call it philanthropy, they call it foundation, they give scholarship. Oga, all those things are principles. They know. There was one man that was about to die. He was diagnosed of a terminal illness. Please, if you know his name, you can drop it for me in the group chat. And he was about to die. He then said all his money has failed him. And then suddenly he called his secretary of war and said, oh yeah, take all this money, go and give it to charity. Do you know, after he was around something years then when he gave those funds to charity, all his money. Do you know that this man began to revive? No pastor prayed for him. And it was cancer also, terminal disease. He began to revive and just because he gave out his resources to charity. So these things are principles that are spiritual. And we cannot talk about financial multiplication without saying them. Tithe, offering, all those things, they have their own role, but they don't replace those ones I told you. They are just that they are as important as other ones. Knowledge, investing in this, they are all important. All right. So, okay, stock investments. Stock investment. Sorry for that breach of interruption. Okay, like I said, stocks are simply ownership. You know, I said when a company needs money to grow, sell small piece of itself to the public. So each small piece of a company is called a stock or a share. And a person who buys a company stock or who has a share in a company is called a shareholder. For example, if you go today and buy Dangote share, you are owning a part in Dangote's company. So you are a shareholder in Dangote's company. Yes, you are part of the owners of Dangote. That is how it is. If you buy Facebook shares now, you are a part owner of that particular company. That's why most of these businessmen, rich men, they have shares in most companies. I think either Apple or so. Google has share in Apple. Apple has share in Google. Apple has share in this, like that. They own shares in most of those companies. But a shareholder when you buy a share. Sorry, we are coming to an end. So someone asks, how do I make money in stocks? Right? How do I make money? So there are only two ways you can make money when you buy shares or when you own stocks. How? Number one is capital appreciation. What is capital appreciation? I bought let's say MTN share at 100 naira, and after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, or 1 year, the price goes high to 300 naira. I now decide, okay, I think I've gotten enough money. Let me sell it. I now sold it. Let's say I use 100,000 to buy those shares at 100 naira each. So 100,000 divided by 100 is 1,000, right? So I have 1,000 units of MTN shares. So after some months, the price increases to 300 naira each, and I decide to sell everything. So when I sold, I sold them for 300,000, right? That is because it's 1,000 pieces, 300,000. Now this difference in the price is my gain. That is way to make money in stock. All right, that is where to make money in stock. So price different, just like in your crypto, the same thing. When you buy, it rises, and you sell, you have made money. All right, that is where to make money in stock. Second way to make money in stock is dividends, through dividends. Now, what is dividends? Dividend simply means that the company, they have made money, made more money, and so much money that they now say, okay, we want to share it. We don't know what to do with money again. Let us share our profit with our investors, with our co-owners, with those that own shares in our company. So they decide to give kind of bonus, kind of what we call it now. They are giving interest, kind of interest to people that own shares in those companies. That one is called dividends. But most times, we don't depend on dividends. All right? We don't depend on dividend because dividend is usually very tiny. For example, I think Apple dividend, Apple, they give 0.126, I think recently, $0.126 per share. Meaning that if you own one share of Apple, you will receive $0.126. And now one share of Apple is around I think how many now, Seth? Let me okay. One Apple share, if I leave here, one Apple share should be, let's say, around $200. All right. Now imagine you have 200. You invest $100 to buy one share of Apple, and then the dividend is just 0.126, which is not even up to $1. So you don't depend on dividend for where you are buying stock, sure. But dividend can, okay, Apple currently is 200 and I don't know. Can you see my screen? So Apple is currently on $273. So imagine when you spend $273 to buy one Apple share, and then they now give their dividend and say each unit you receive 0.126. It's very small. Even yourself will even use what's that one? But the most important way we make money is in capital appreciation. Meanwhile, when you have many of it, you will appreciate it. Last year, was it last year? Last year, 2024, or last 2 years, Warren Buffett earned $553 million on dividend. On which company again? I think Coca-Cola this thing company, because he has a lot of shares in Coca-Cola. And this man, he bought those shares in the 1970s. So he bought it maybe when the company was still $1 or less than that $1. Now he has this money, and they paid him that dividend, and he received 550 million. Meanwhile, the CEO of Coca-Cola that same year earned just $50 million. Just look at the difference between an investor and CEO. So the CEO earned 50 million, but an investor earned 500, and that is times 10 plus on dividend. Money you didn't work for. Meanwhile, the stock has appreciated. Price appreciation occurred. Dividend also entered. So that's these are the two ways we make money, because I've received that question several times. People are asking me, how do we make money in stock? Now, companies in stock exchange, I wrote, they are divided into two. There are two kinds of companies in stock exchange. We have the blue chip company, we have the growth companies. Now, I now wrote that for blue chip companies, there are those companies that have been established. They have a proven track record. In fact, they have been there for years, and they have survived different kinds of storms and everything, and are still growing, bubbling. That, in fact, they have been established. Example is Coca-Cola. And these companies, they pay dividend. They are big companies. They are the giants of giants. Okay? They pay dividend because they don't even know what to do again with money. They have so made money, make money, nothing again to do with money. So they pay dividend. These ones, they don't grow faster. Maybe after like 5 years, they'll just increase by 10%, 20%. They don't grow faster again because they have been established. Then we have another one called growth companies. This one, they're still growing and they're still reinvesting their earnings in the company. Sometimes this one, they can grow faster, very, very fast. For example, if you check Tesla stock, Tesla, as of 2015, 2017, it was trading around $15, right? But now, Tesla worth more than 300 this thing. So it has grown over time, it has multiplied price. And those ones, when you put your money there, it will grow faster. Meanwhile, they also have higher risk. The same way they can grow faster, sometimes they can fall faster. Now, let's see what kind of things should affect your choices. I think I will be stopping here. How to know the company to invest in. You have to know their business models. Meanwhile, I think this is the right time to tell you for some of us that are still making payments for the inner circle, it's important that you should know that once it's 11:59 this night, the price increases. From next time, we will now start talking about how to create the account, for the account, the apps to use, and all that. Because then there are still other, little tips. So how to know this company to invest in? You should know their this 8:30. Know their business model. How do they operate? How do they earn? Who are then the management? Do they have good hands at managing them? What are their advantages? We also what we have called what we call a company advantage, competitive advantage. For example, now you are coming to invest in let's say electric cars company. We know that when it comes to electric cars, that Tesla is standing out. So if I want to invest there, I know that my money will be safer in what Tesla. So this is what we know as competitive advantage. Now, when it comes to the management, of course, once you know that this is Elon Musk, I know that anything he does is perfect. So I'm sure if I invest here, my money is safe. So thank you very much. I will be stopping here tonight. I'll be stopping here tonight. So I believe that you will learn something. I something I just put down here. Okay. In summary of everything that I said about the investment, I wrote that it is wisdom to invest in assets. Anything that will give you more money is an asset. Anything that takes money away from you is a liability. So the more assets you have, it means the more money you have. Okay? The more assets you have, the more money you have. Then the more liability you have, the more you are reducing. But how do I know what asset is? How do I know what liability is? For example, when you buy a land is an asset. We know that one. When you buy a car, someone said car is a liability. True, but sometimes car can become an asset if you're using it to generate more money. Let's say you put it on Uber, it's getting you money. That's an asset. It can become an asset. Now, if you are carrying iPhone whatsoever and it's not giving you money, it's a liability. But if you are using it to make online, do engagement, do something that fetch you money, your phone can be an asset. So I'm just trying to make you to understand difference between asset and liability. Human being too can be asset, can be liability too. That's why I said before, be a person of value. When you're a person of value, you are an asset. But when you are that person that only give me, you are a liability. Make up your mind today that you will be an asset by investing in yourself. The reason why people get tired of people sometimes is because those people are liabilities. Nobody gets tired of an asset. Imagine you are that person that when someone needs something, you come up with ideas. Even if you don't have money, ideas. You can give one idea and direction, clarity comes. Or you even have cash. You can do you'll be a person of high esteem, of value. People will respect you. But if you are the type that only give me, you are a liability. So make up your mind to be what? A person of value. All right. So thank you very much. Okay, question. Prof said, please, I didn't get the last question, sir. And money. Okay, I said asset is anything that puts money into your account. Anything that gives you money is an asset. Anything that takes money away from you is a liability. So in your book, draw a chart. Check all your life now. What and what takes money away from me? What and what brings money into my life? Now, if you know things that takes money from you, treat it as a liability. Then reduce those things. Okay? Some of you sub Netflix, you sub this one, sub that one. Those things are taking money from you. They are liabilities. All right? But when you, let's say, put your money in somewhere else, something that will be giving you income. For example, you buy data to watch a valuable content that will add to your life. You are investing naturally. So that even though you spend it, it's a wise expenditure. It's not necessarily a liability. All right. So what else again? When you buy a washing machine as a launderer, is an asset because you're using it to get more money, right? What else again? Excuse me. So there are many forms of assets. I promised someone that today I'll be sharing business idea, but unfortunately our time is fast spent. But let me start about the podcast. What are we to expect? And how can a student make do of it? Okay, concerning your paid class, there are a lot of things to expect. All these things that I have talked about, we'll be going to the practical demonstrations. For example, the stock investments, everything. I will expose you to many stocks. I will expose you to the apps, and I'll be dropping some things from time to time. That is one. There's also mentorship. Now, you want to start a business and you don't even know how to go about it, I will still guide you. Some people don't even know any business to do at all. Like one that told me today that I'm not doing anything now. How can I benefit? Yes, I will be giving tips, business ideas. If there are opportunities, I will drop it here. For those that maybe get some remote job and all those side hustle, all that, you have access to me and whatsoever that I'll be giving up from time to time. So let me give an example. Someone asks, okay, I don't have money. How do I invest? Okay, since there's no money, how do I start a business? Let me use a student for example. Let's say you are in a student environment and of course no money. Now look around. Look out for things. What do you think that people need around you? What do they actually need? When I was in school, I shared this yesterday that I sold chin-chin. The reason why I sold chin-chin was because one, I worked in that chin-chin company, high class chin-chin. I worked there during the strike period, so I saw how it works. Now, that chin-chin was not found anywhere around my school, and the chin-chin was very crunchy, yummy, and all that. I went back to Okofia then. I found that nothing like that here. I was the first person that brought high class chin-chin down to Okofia, and I made a lot of money there. Then during night class, I noticed that people will come for night class, they will be hungry. Wanting to eat something. But so what did I do? I started bringing chin-chin to night class. and I was selling. But people were appreciating me on that, and I made a lot of gains. I was solving the problem. In fact, time came, people were like, I should start adding pure water, start adding this one and that one, which is a business idea. Later, even someone met me, I was like, that they want to invest in my business. But then later on, strike came, I stopped it. And then I sold electric stove because I noticed that there was light and gas was becoming expensive. Kerosene, of course, we don't use kerosene mostly in school, then it's gas. So I started selling electric stove and people were buying it. The reason why I stopped, let me leave that. So even though it's a business, I was actually solving a problem. So you can look around. Let's say, Coffee now, there are no much places where they do all this ice cream or popcorn. You can start that. You can meet someone that does popcorn. You may first of all, remember I told you knowledge. Start watching the videos, how to do it and all that. After that, look for someone that does it. Offer to maybe help the person in selling. As you're helping in selling, you are learning how to do it, learning the business of it. After that, it now remains to, do what they call it, buy the machine that is used. You can even start manually. Then as you progress, meet this person, sir, please, I'm doing this, I need to buy this machine. It costs the second hand, it costs this amount, I have raised this thing, like that. And as you're doing that, you are also informing people that, please, I'm selling this, so patronize me. Before you know, you can start it. The machine, I'm not sure if that machine is up to 300,000 now. You can start it. And by then, you have people that you will sell it to, customers. Then you brand yourself. You maybe meet someone, please help me design, find this, or you can even do it yourself, design your logo, make a brand, package it, and you start selling. You can make a lot of money from there. It depends on your initiative, your innovation. There are still other things like even a manicure, what do you call it? Sorry, what do you call it again? Pedicure and what do you call it? Those stuff. You can do that. You can learn it, offer to do it and start it. So there are a lot of ideas. I'll be dropping a lot of them in the inner circle. All right. That there will be crypto trading tonight. No, sir. Okay, yeah. There will be crypto trading in the closed group chat. I won't be saying those things again tonight. All right. So remember, the mentorship is still open. Everything worth 15,000. But if you are paying tonight, you will get it for just 5,000 naira. After tonight, the price goes back to 15,000. Any question on that? All right. No question. I believe. Okay, we'll be stopping here. Thank you very much once again for joining in this masterclass. I hope to see you in the inner circle. God bless you. My name remains Lawrence Ifesie. Bye.
Bye bye.